Welcome back. So this is Priyanka working as assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, AIML for MLRIT. So here in this discrete mathematics, our next concept is going to be equivalence and implication. In the previous lecture, we have looked at different types of what are the different types of connectives, what are the variables, what are the different types of statements, notations, how to form truth tables, and based on those truth tables, how we are going to draw the logical. I can say that logical analysis. What we have done, we have looked at previous lectures. In this lecture, we are going to look at equivalence and implication. So here in this particular PPT, we are going to look at introduction to this topic. What is implication? What is equivalence? What are the key differences? And with one example, we are going to conclude. So by the end of this lecture, we are going to have the meanings, properties and usage of implication, different types of implications we have, and for those implications, we are going to analyze what that particular properties are going to meant like, and by the end of this session, you will be able to differentiate implication and equivalence and how we are going to apply using this logical expressions. And coming to this introduction. So here, generally, we are going to have different types of connectives. Different types of connectives are nothing but and, or, negation, implies and by implies. In this set of connectives, implication is nothing but these two, implies and by implies. So here, when we are trying to apply this particular types of implication connective on two or more different set of statements, I already told you that we are going to follow if-then rules. We are going to follow if-then rules using this connectives on different types of statements. So here, for what this particular thing is going to do is nothing but this is logical foundation for decision making systems, software conditions and digital controls. When we wanted to generate or manufacture such kind of programs, such kind of things and writing a logic for them, this if-then rules are going to be useful. They help in correctly designing if-then rules. I already told that. Make some validations, security checks and circuit logic. So this is why we are supposed to learn this equivalence and implication. So here, let me give an overview what this particular implication is. So if you wanted to write an implication, we have to denote like this: P implies Q. It means that if P, then Q, right? So a one-way relationship. This is whatever I am trying to write is nothing but one-way relationship. So if P is correct, then Q will be correct, right? So this is a one-way relation. So but coming to the equivalence, both parties, both variables on LHS and RHS, both should be carrying the equal values. So then only it can be called as equivalence. Coming to the implication, let us see implication with examples. So here, an implication is a combination of two propositions to make if-then statement. It is a combination of two different types of propositions where we are going to form some if-then rules. So P implies Q's or if-then P Q's can be written as P implies Q's, or there are two ways to denote it. This is one way and this can also be determined like this, right? So let me take some example. Like my P statement is if it rains, my Q statement is I will take a bus, right? So if I apply P implies Q, how we am going to write like if it rains, then I will take a bus. So this is what but simple scenario example for this. So coming to this by implication. So I already told that there are two types of implications. Those are nothing but implies and by implies. So implies, we saw that, and coming to the by implies, what it is going to look like, let me see. So here both conditions must be true or false. So this is a logical connective which expects both LHS part and RHS part must be both true or both should be false. So here I am going to term it as P if and only if Q, and it can be written as P by implies Q. So let me give you an example. My P statement is you can log in, that is my P statement. You enter the correct username and password, right? So you can log in if and only if you enter the correct username and password. So this is small scenario example. So let me go for next slide. So coming to this scenario, based on this scenario, I'm going to discuss the truth table now. So my input statements are P and Q are my input statements. I've taken the combinations of true, false statements here, and I'm going to analyze P implies Q scenario, right? Step by step by combining two truth values. So here my first statement is, P statement is, if it rains, and my Q statement is, so these are the input values. I have given different types of truth values in the truth table, and I'm going to analyze step by step now. So my first statement, true and true. If it rains, okay, I will take the bus. So this is the combination. So here by this combination, I'm going to make some small analysis, and I'm going to give the truth value for that. If this is consistent with the implicative statement, so I can say that this particular statement, whatever I'm trying to analyze, is consistent because both are true values, and hence my output will be true here in this particular combination. And coming to the next combination, my first statement is, if it rains, then I won't take the bus. I will take the bus. The reverse is, means the opposite of this is false, means I will not take the bus now. So this is inconsistent. Why I'm trying to tell this as inconsistent means, according to the rule of implication, the first statement is true, the second statement is false, that particular scenario will not exist, right? It will not be concluded. So in this case, the value will be false, right? So coming to the next combination, if it does not rain, the opposite of the first statement, it rains, it is false. When it goes false, the opposite will be, it does not rain. Then I will take the bus. This is the second kind of statement. So this is consistent, okay, because the first statement is not occurring, and then obviously the second statement may occur in some scenarios. So that particular output value will be true. And coming to the last thing, both scenarios are not occurring, because upon if then rules, if it doesn't rain, I will not take the bus. So that may occur all the time. So this is nothing but true, right? So this is small analysis for this implication statement. Coming to this next, by implication. So what that particular by implication is going to look like? I already told that P by implies Q, right? My P statement is, if it will rain, my P statement now is, and my Q statement here is, this is my Q statement. Upon this, I am trying to apply by implies now, right? So my first scenario, true and true. The true statement is, I will take if it rains. This is my first statement, that is true, and I will take the bus. This is consistent with by implicative. Why it is consistent? If and only if rains, I will take a bus. So that is what, that particular statement will be true always, because according to the rule of by implication, it is satisfying both the sentences. So the output will be true, right? In the second combination, let me see the second combination. First statement is true, means if it rains, it is happening, it is raining, then I won't take the bus. This is also satisfying the scenario. So I can say that it is inconsistent. If it rains, I won't take the bus. That don't make a sense, right? So according to the scenario, that is not making any sense. So what I'm trying to do is nothing but, this is inconsistent and it is not satisfying the rule of by implication. So in that case, I'm going to make it false. And coming to the next, false and true. If it does not rain, the first statement is false again, and then I will take the bus. Second statement is appearing true here. This is also inconsistent according to the rule of by implication. So the output will obviously will be false, right? So coming to the last one, if it does not rain, it is not raining now, and then I won't take the bus. I will not take the bus. If it is not raining, I will not take the bus. According to the rule of by implication, these statements appear to be consistent, and so I am going to make the truth value as T. That is nothing but true. So this is about by implication scenario truth table. And coming to the next topic, that is nothing but equivalence. So I already told that equivalence is a combination of two propositions to make if and only if statement denoted as P by implies Q, right? So it will be denoted as by implies Q. So this is the symbol for that, right? So here it is proven using truth tables. In the previous example, we saw that it will be proven using truth tables whether that particular statement is true or not, true or false, right? So here, if we wanted to take a set of statements and we wanted to prove whether it is equivalent or not, the symbol is P equal to 2. So we are going to write a line symbol and then we are going to conclude that the LHS part of the statement is equivalent to, logically equivalent to the RHS part of the statement, right? So forms, so why we are supposed to analyze is nothing but when we are going to look at the crucial proofs and we wanted to prove whether the two set of different statements are logically equivalent, it can be applicable in any set of scenarios, then we are going to look at this equivalence condition, right? So this is about introduction to this, and let me give some example for this. So here I am going to check whether LHS part of the statement is logically equivalent to RHS part of the statement. What is the statement which is given in LHS? P implies Q. This is the first expression, logical expression, and my second statement is negation of P or Q. So I have to check whether the statement 1, that is nothing but LHS, is logically equivalent to, right? So this is what I am going to analyze now. So let me draw the truth tables individually. So first statement LHS I am going to analyze now. So for that I am going to take P and Q values. I am going to analyze P implies Q now. I am going to draw the different types of combinations: true, 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 false, false, true, and false, false. So P implies Q will be false only if the second statement is false. In other cases it will be true. So this is what we have analyzed previously. True, 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 false, 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 true, true again, false, false, true. So this is the first LHS output. And I am going to give the output for second statement, that is nothing but RHS. Negation P or Q. I am going to draw the conclusion for this, and I am going to draw a separate truth table for this now. P, Q, negation P or Q. So this is my second statement, second logical expression. As usual, I am going to give different types of set of truth values: true, 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 false, false, true, false, false. So negation P I am going to draw first. Negation of true, false. Negation of true, false. Negation of false, true. Negation of false, true. Right. So I am going to apply disjunction upon this. Right. So true or false, true. False or false, false. True or true, true. False or true, true. So why? Because according to the rule of disjunction, if any statement is true, that can be true. If both are false only, then it is going to be false. So hence, we have drawn this RHS truth values, right? So this is LHS and truth, this is RHS. So to check whether these particular two statements are logically equivalent or not, we are going to look at the last column of these truth tables. So this is LHS part and this is RHS part. Let us see whether they are matching for different combinations or not. So here for true and true, the output is true, and let me check here, true and true, the output is true. Yes, this is matching. And next, true and false, the output is false, the output false, this is matching. And false and true, it is true, this is true, so this is matching. And false and false, the output is true here, this is output here, true. So these are matching for different types of combinations of input state. So hence I conclude that P implies Q is logically equivalent to negation P or Q. So this is how I am going to conclude based on the truth table analysis whether these particular two statements are logically equivalent or not. So let me go for the summary now. So in this PPT, we have introduced the concepts of implication and equivalence. We have looked at different types of examples for this, and we have analyzed what this equivalent or implication is going to work like with scenario examples, and how this equivalence example is going to look like with scenario examples. And after that, we have looked at different types of if and only if then statements and if and only if conditions and their scenarios, and we have highlighted the definitions, symbols, truth tables, and key differences between equivalence and implication. So here in last we are able to apply this particular logical reasoning in problem solving and computer applications. Thank you.